Hey guys, my name is Kamal Bensra. Welcome to Cajon lesson for Rain on Me by Lady Gaga and Ariana Grande. We'll be learning 6 ways how to play to this beautiful song. First, the easy version. Second, eighth notes on the cajon. Third, cajon and tac tic. Fourth, cajon and the foot tambourine. Fifth, cajon and a pair of hi-hats. And finally, the funk inspired groove with 30-second notes. So if you're ready, let's dive right into the lesson and let's begin with the easy version. For this version, all we're doing is we're playing quarter notes on the cajon, we're playing bass notes with our dominant hand, and we're playing snare notes with our non-dominant hand. Just before we start practicing, I'm using a Casella cajon, and this is their Casella series. And the link to this product is in the description section. Alright, let's practice this groove together at 70 BPM. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, now let's move on to the next version, which is eighth notes on the cajon. In this version, we're playing eighth notes, which are also known as quavers, and what we simply need to know about eighth notes are that there are 8 notes in a bar. And we're also playing this groove with the addition of ghost notes. Ghost notes are basically notes that are played softer in terms of volume compared to the other notes, but still form an integral part of the groove. So if you were to look at the notes that are in brackets, those are ghost notes, and you play them softer than the other notes. And for the notes that have an accent over them, you play them more pronouncedly. In this version, we're playing the bass notes with our non-dominant hand, and the ghost and snare notes are played with our dominant hand. So let's practice this together at 70 BPM. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great! Now let's move on to the third version, which is playing the groove with the cajon and the tac tic. So together with the cajon, I'm using a Casella tac tic, and the link to this product can be found in the description section. The tac tic can be placed on either side of the cajon, and all you need is some Velcro to stick it on. I placed the tac tic on the side of my dominant hand, and you can do the same if you'd like. So in this version, we're playing the tac tic and the snare notes with our dominant hand, and our non-dominant hand is playing the bass notes. So at 70 BPM, let's practice this groove together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Next, let's move on to the cajon and foot tambourine version. I'm using a Meinl TMT2BK tambourine, and it's attached to a Meinl Percussion PM1 pedal mount, which is in turn attached to a Yamaha FP7210A bass drum pedal. And in this version, we're playing quarter notes on the foot tambourine, and we're playing the bass notes with our dominant hand and the snare notes with our non-dominant hand. And as for the foot tambourine, I'm playing it with my left foot. So at 70 BPM, let's practice this groove together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's look at the fifth version, where we play the groove with a cajon and a pair of hi-hats. I'm using a pair of Zildjian L80 14-inch low-volume hi-hats, and just like the cajon and foot tambourine version, we're playing quarter notes on the hi-hats. We're playing the bass notes on the cajon with our dominant hand, and the snare notes with our non-dominant hand. And I'm playing the hi-hats with my left foot, and you can do the same. So at 70 BPM, let's practice this groove together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, let's get into the final version, which is the funk inspired groove with 30-second notes. This groove is a little different, but it's really fun, and if you wish to try something more busy on the groove end, you can check this version out. We're playing the cajon and the tac tic in this version, and there are more bass notes in this groove, and at the end of the groove there are two 30-second notes. We're playing the bass notes on the cajon with our non-dominant hand, while our dominant hand is playing the tac tic and the snare notes. Remember to add these accents on the hex stick, and although subtle, these accents, when played correctly, add a certain character to the groove. In addition, the first of the two 30-second notes are played with these three fingers, while the second is played with the index finger. So with that, let's practice this groove together at 70 BPM. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's it for this lesson. I hope you had lots of fun learning the various methods to play to Lady Gaga's and Ariana Grande's Rain on Me. The tempo for this song is 123 BPM, so if you're not able to play at this tempo immediately, that's perfectly fine. Just download a metronome and slowly work your way up. And there are numerous metronome apps out there. So just pick one and download it and start practicing. And if you're looking for a book to learn to play the cajon systematically, do check out Cajon Syllabus Beginner Series. It's going for US $19. Just drop me an email at info@frolemusic.com and we'll work out the shipping details. But if you were to leave me a comment and tell me what you like about this lesson, or what you do not like about this lesson, or what you'd like to learn in the next lesson, this book is yours for only US $15. So have lots of fun playing the cajon, and do subscribe to this channel if you like what I post. And if you have friends who also play the cajon, do forward this video to them. So it's goodbye for now, and I'll see you in the next lesson.